Brianna Ray from BriIY, and I'm here to bring you another video. This week's video is going to be quite a bit different, and I'm sure you can tell because I am showing my face, which is something I almost never do on this channel. I like to really focus on the art and the creativity here, and not really so much about me, which you may love, you may hate, I don't know. But today I thought it would be kind of fun as we are coming up on my 5th anniversary on YouTube. I thought it might be kind of fun to look back and see how my content has changed from what it used to be to what it is now. So I created the channel in March of 2016. That was after I had made a couple videos. I believe I published all 3 of the craft related videos that I had on my other channel to this channel all at once. I made a 3-dimensional Nintendo 64 logo for my boyfriend at the time. I was a sophomore in college at this point. I remember what it looks like very clearly, and I remember he kept it, but I feel like thinking back now, there's so many things I would have done differently. If I remember, my editing style was also very different at the time because I had a teeny tiny laptop that only had 2 gigs of memory, which was not enough for me to produce the kinds of videos that say I am now. Alright, so I've got my tablet pulled up with my my oldest videos showing first. So I'm gonna kind of play it right here alongside of me so you can see what I'm seeing as we go, and I'm nervous, but I guess let's do this. All right, it's 6 minutes long. Let's get started. Okay. I can't think of a clever intro. Let's just get into it. Okay, so my boyfriend is really into retro gaming, so I was looking around on eBay and some online stores to see what I would like to give him, and then I came across this. Very rare, you say. Made of cardboard, you say. Psh, I can do that. I had a lot of cardboard boxes laying around, so I thought, hey, if I want to clean up the cardboard, I might as well recycle it into a sweet gift. So, let's get into it. First of all, what is this personality? I don't remember talking like that. I remember the hair though. This was, oh boy, look. First of all, I don't know who this is. I feel like I'm really hamming it up for the camera. Wow, that is a ridiculous poof, and I still do the neckties. I will admit I still do that. And also this brown, which to be fair, this was just my dorm room at the time, so I really didn't have a choice in what it looked like, but wow, this is such an ugly picture. Okay, let's keep going. So to start off, you're gonna need some scrap cardboard. I used the box from my Snuggie. The pictures, and I remember so clearly thinking that this was like so cute, like to have the like snapshots to show what I'm talking about and like cut myself off in the middle of the video. Wow. Oh, I'm like cringing so bad. Wow. Oh no, okay, let's keep going. Other things you'll need include a ruler, a pair of scissors, construction paper or any solid colored paper of your choosing, X-Acto knives or box cutters. I use 2 sizes, but you only really need 1. A hot glue gun and some extra glue sticks. So to start off, I had to decide exactly how big I wanted this to be. I went with 8 by 8 by 8. So what I did is I took my cardboard and I measured out 2 inches by 8 inches along the end, and I made several strips. You're going to need 16 8 by 2 strips to complete this. Following that, I cut out 4 2 by 2 squares, or if you'd like to cover both ends of your tubes, it'll be 8 squares. And here's everything all laid out after I cut out the first few pieces. So after I cut all the pieces out, I decided to glue everything together. What I did is I did 2 pieces at a time. Usually I started from the middle. This is what I remember the most about this editing style, and I think why I changed so much is I feel like it's very difficult to follow, and I think at this time too I was realizing that my camera couldn't handle how big it was, so my computer couldn't handle how big these files were, so I had to like start compressing them, which I think impacted the quality a lot too. I mean, it was a different time, of course, and I had different materials. I'm trying to make it work, so points for that. I'd hold the piece together and I would glue it in the middle where I wanted it, and after that had finished, I would do the top part, glue, bottom part, glue, and then I'd have a full line. When you're all done gluing, you should have a long 8 by 2 by 2 rectangle. I'm going to need 4 of these to complete the sculpture. Now that you have the big Okay, I get what I'm saying. I was using the construction paper that I also then used to cover and color the thing. I'm not redoing it with the construction paper. I'm demonstrating what to do with the cardboard with the construction paper because I didn't want to cut the cardboard again. I could totally redo this with like chipboard because I have so much of it and like make it way better. I can picture it being so much better in my head, but
all of your ends
should
fit between an 8x8 square on a piece of paper. This diagonal section, it's not going to be a straight tube, so I had to improvise a little bit with this one. In order to make sure everything fit right in between the sections, I started out by drawing the two strips a full 8 inches apart so that I would be able to draw the section in the middle with the correct dimension.
Why am I a genius? Like, I was thinking earlier, I was like, how did I do that? I don't remember how I managed to make the diagonal bits in the middle. And I remember I was kind of lazy with it. I don't think I made the diagonal bits three-dimensional. I think I just made them a single line because I didn't feel like cutting out that much cardboard again. But good for me, like, kind of impressed.
And then use that as a template to cut out all the sections after that. So what you should be drawing is an 8x2 rectangle, and leaving 4 inches in between. So you're going to go in with your ruler, line the ruler up across one of the 8-inch strips and mark it on the 4 and do the same on the other side. Make a notch at the top left of the end and connect it to the right line in the middle. And that's how you make the full end template. What you're going to want to do next is cut out your template, set it on the cardboard you're using, and use your box cutter to cut around it.
I take it back, I'm not that smart because that is way too thick. That is way too big to be like the diagonal part. It should probably be the same width as the rest of it. I don't know why it's so big.
So that you can have the exact shape so that it'll connect correctly. Next, all you have to do is take your little tube and connect the top of the N to the top section. Take your next tube and connect it to the bottom section so that it makes the N. Now you're just going to connect that middle section all the way around until you have a full N64 logo. Break out your ruler.
That actually looks kind of good. Maybe I'm wrong.
All the colors that you need for this will be red, blue, green, and yellow. Don't throw your template away, you're still going to need it. So what you're going to do with this template is you're going to go around and you're going to trace out 4 of these in the red construction paper.
Hold on, don't throw that away yet. I'm like the biggest hoarder now. I can't imagine throwing away a template for anything. And I feel suddenly so inspired to go and make this. Is this what it feels like to watch my videos? Like to actually look at this and be like, oh yeah, I can do that better, or I can make it this way. I love craft YouTube. I can't believe, like, even though I've done this project already, I'm already so inspired by like continuing to watch something that I once did and thinking I can do better. That is something that I think makes me so sad about having created my YouTube channel so many years ago. There's so many things that I created that I loved at the time, or that I still currently love. I had so much fun making that project or making that video that just didn't have the views. Up until I got featured on Jazz's channel, I averaged about 7 views per video. And there are still some videos that I look back at and I'm just like, man, I really wish I could just re-upload it and pretend it's new. Okay, time to keep going.
And attach it to the back portions on the inside of your logo. What I did next is I took the yellow, I made out 2x2 squares again, and I hot glued it to the top sections. After this, you're going to need 8 strips in blue and 8 strips in green. You're going to need 2 more of this parallel.
I was really struggling to do that math. Is it obvious that I'm an English teacher?
More of this parallelogram in green and 2 of them in blue as well. After that, you're going to hot glue the shapes where they belong on the logo, and it'll look a little something like this. Parallelogram shape on the inside of your tubes should have been closer to the inside, so the strips won't completely fit right on the inside. So what you're going to have to do is, and this is when I used my tinier one, you're going to have to cut out a little hole so that your construction paper can lay flush with the rest of the tube.
Shout out to those pictures of my ex, right? Wow. I also, it's not horrible. I'm not gonna hate on myself more, you know, this 19-year-old girl who was really proud of this, because I mean, good for me. It's not terrible. It's just it could totally be better. I feel like if I redid this now, I would totally add like washi tape to kind of cover those seams, I guess, and instead of covering it with the construction paper, I'd probably paint it. And I might put like a spray primer or like just coat it in white first so that the colors are really vibrant. So I think that would make it look a lot better. But yeah, I mean, it's not horrible. I also don't really think it's that great.
The original dimensions of the logo that I found online were 19 by 19 by 21. I did not think it needed to be that big. I think 8 by 8 is absolutely big, as you can see from this video comparison to this logo inside compared to the size of my head.
First of all, that is absolutely huge. I cannot believe anyone would need like a 2-foot version of that. That's kind of ridiculous. This is way better. Like, it would be kind of cool to use that like as a stand for your Nintendo 64. Like, if I don't think it's exactly the right dimensions, but it looks kind of close to be able to like set it down and then put your N64 on top of it as like a stand. I feel like that would look kind of cool. So about 30 seconds left. Let's wrap this up.
If you do want to hang it, is I would maybe poke a small hole in the top of the cardboard and thread some wire through it. Probably fishing wire would hold the best. Tie it all in a knot at the top and get a hook for it, and you can hang it from whatever you like. And I hope this gave you some ideas on how to make something fun for the retro gamers in your life. If you didn't see my last video, I discussed how I completely redecorated my dorm room for under $35. Click the logo in the next clip and you can see the video. Thanks for watching and good luck. Mwah.
Oh, the OG logos, back when I was doing them in Microsoft Paint. No! I don't think I even re-uploaded the redecorating video onto this channel. I don't want to look, but wow, look at that. No, I did. Cheap DIY room decor. I think I found Canva at this point, and I was trying to make up for the mistakes of Microsoft Paint. I feel like this was a whole journey that I wasn't expecting to take today, like kind of casually nostalgic, but also, I don't know how to feel right now. I feel like who I was then and who I am now are two very different people, and I feel like my style has changed so much, and maybe a lot of that is because I have more materials and a far greater collection of art supplies to create cool things with. But I think the idea of my channel has always been the same, and that's been I can do it for cheaper, and I'm gonna keep doing it for cheaper. Well, that is actually all I had for you guys today. I wanted to thank you so much for joining me on this journey all the way back to my old channel, or the older version of my channel. And I also wanted to thank you guys so much for being here now. I really appreciate it. I think that is all I had to say. Thank you again so much for watching, and if you want to see another crafty video, feel free to check out the rest of my playlist. Maybe don't go back too far before I have the time to go back and vet all the things that I did. And I hope to see you next Sunday. Thanks again. Bye.